This is the RTW Towered Live. And you know what? I think it's working today, which makes me so excited. Everything is working. That's so great. Welcome to the show. And every Sunday, I answer everyone's questions. You can come into the Zoom or you can type in your question on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can also watch the show and do nothing and just enjoy and see what is happening. I wanted to say something. What I want to tell you, very simple. I am Raphaël, the world's medium. I've been doing tarot readings for about 30 years. I love everything that's a little bit mysterious in the sky, connect with different energies and see what the future is storing for you, has in store for you, especially this year. 2020 has been a little bit crazy and I'm not here to reveal anything about it. It's been something a little bit strange and definitely a year of transformation. I think we all want to know what is happening in 2021. I like the energy already. I think it's really, really nice. I can feel like the vibe, the power, everything is like, you know, I can really feel something right now. So today I'm really excited to be with you. I'm going to let some people enter the meeting so we can all connect and talk all together. And what I like to do first is to pick cards and see what's going to happen in the astrology, in different signs for, what is happening for every sign for the week to come from Sunday to Sunday. I like to pick some cards. And before I talk more, I just wanted to encourage everyone, if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's here. And I know there's so much competition. We are like 10 million people on YouTube. But once more, somebody's asking you, can you subscribe to my channel? That'd be really great. It enables me to do more videos and to be there for you. So now I'm going to see a little bit who's around there. I want to remind you as well, you could definitely type in all your questions. When you see the video, I have this new system where I can really get all the message that you're leaving, all the questions you have. I shall remind you as well that each question should be a little specific. Like rather than saying what's going to happen to me in the love section of my life for the next 10 years, it's better if you could just tell me, okay, am I going to meet someone maybe next week? Or is my boyfriend's going to come back? Is my girlfriend's going to come back? Am I, things like that. A little more specific because we have a lot of people waiting. It's only one time. It's only on Sunday, 1 hour. So everyone wants to ask a question. Okay, so I'm going to click. Diva is coming in, Francesca is coming in, Sofiane from Dubai, Rachel as well, who's a new member here, hanging out with us. And first of all, now everyone is here. Thank you for joining. I'm going to pick a card for each and every sign of the astrology, see what's going to happen this coming week. So the first card I'm going to pick is for the Aries. Hi, Sofiane. I love this thing. It's so much fun to always see everyone. I feel like this show from the 80s that probably nobody has ever watched here, but there used to be that thing in America. It's a little bit retro, and then he's playing games with people in different boxes, and it's just really funny because it reminds me of that, and it's like going back to the 80s or the 70s. So I like that, of course. We're all a bit nostalgic of the 70s and the 80s. Even if we weren't born, we still like it. So let's see what's happening this week for the Aries. Rose from Paris tells me she likes the color of my shirt. So thank you, Rose. Very kind of you. Why don't you type a message for us? Or why don't you call us sometimes and talk to us? But thank you for the message. Let me shuffle these cards and see what is happening this week for the Aries. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Take action. Okay, that's for us, Aries. It's a moment to just do something. If there's something you don't like about your life right now, it's a time to change and just to make it happen. Just get out, get the hell out. Maybe it's time for me as an Aries to start traveling again and go and see other things as well, even if you have to take a boat or walk. So let's see now for Taurus, what is happening this week. Let's see what is happening for the Taurus this week. Music, okay, music for Taurus. It's a moment to just, relax a little bit, have fun. It might be a good moment to just, enjoy. Maybe this is a week to enjoy, and we're getting closer to Christmas. Some people don't care about Christmas, some people care about it, but sometimes it's a moment where people like to celebrate. There's parties and things like that. Music is it's a good moment to just maybe enjoy, do a little bit of celebration, a little bit of party, even if it's only on Zoom. But anyway, people are still partying a little bit, whether it's Zoom or not. People are still connecting to each other. Let's see what is going on with Gemini. Gratitude. Okay, Gemini this week, be okay for what you have, because you could have less, you could have much less. You could actually be on the street and have nothing. So yes, gratitude, enjoy what you have already, and think about what you have more than what you don't have. So it's a week to, to enjoy that, to enjoy what you have already. So let me see what's happening for Cancer. Okay, so let me pick a card. Rites of passage. Cancer, this week is difficult. Last week was difficult too. I remember it's you're transitioning from one stage to another. So it's a little bit complicated right now. Sometimes it's necessary to change everything we do. We have to transition, and some habits we had, we have to break them, and then move on. And so it seems to be what is happening to you this week, Cancer. So maybe not the best week, but things are changing, the energies are shifting. I can feel it already. I hope you guys can feel it as well. I see you on Zoom. And I want to say I'm starting to have some questions. By the way, I did not even, I have Ellie who's asking me a question already. I will definitely address that a little bit later when I finish reading the signs. And by the way, Ellie, thank you for following me on YouTube. I hope you guys that I can see on Zoom. Are you following me on YouTube? I have no answers. I hope you are. But anyway, it's right here to follow me on YouTube. And then even if you don't like the crystal cards, Sofiane and Ellie, yes, I will reply to your question. Thank you for asking. So let me shuffle a little more and see what is going on with Leo. Let's hope they follow me on YouTube. Okay, Leo has a new beginnings. I like that. Leo, signs of fire, so the moment to start something new. In fact, I know some people that are starting some new apps and new programs right now in Paris. And, so it seems that Leo people right now, this is your week. This is a good week for you. And I see Rachel, by the way, who we're going to talk to a little bit later, is a Leo. So yes, she's with us tonight. And I think she's going from the Netherlands or something. She said to me, I wasn't 100% sure, but she's a Leo. So good for you, Rachel. Lucky you. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. The lovers are here, So Virgo, who's not always the most passionate sign, sometimes they don't know how to express, they're a little bit doing slowly. They're not kind of big fire, naked, Virgo is a little bit more kind of quiet. But this week, it's time for love. There should be someone coming into your life. It's a great week for you. I like that. So let's see now for Libra. What is going on with Libra? Peace for you, Libra. Anyway, you know what? Libra is very much a sign of peace. It's very much a sign of balance. It's always, it doesn't really like the arguments. Libra does not like the argument. They like things to, just to flow and to be okay. They don't like too much people screaming everywhere. My best friend is Libra, by the way, and she never screams. I don't know how she does that, but she just never ever screams. She's the diplomat. I think this is the key word for her, diplomat. People can be very mean or whatever all around the world. She's always a diplomat. And I think that's something that a lot of people could learn from. And now let's see what's going on with the Scorpio. And Rose is a Scorpio from Paris. So she didn't ask the question, but let's see what's going to happen for her protection. Scorpio, be careful this week. The crystal for the protection is coming up. It's a black tourmaline as well. It's a crystal of protection that everyone should be wearing, especially right now. It protects you from bad energies. So there might be people wanting to create problems for you this week, my dear Scorpio. Let's see for Sagittarius. It's your birthday this month, so it's exciting. I like Sagittarius, fire sign. Adiba must be Sagittarius because she's like, so it's a good month for you, and it's really, really good. And there's a full moon, if I can remember, on the 14th of December. Sagittarius is a great sign. I think it's amazing, and I think you're going to have a great month. So, probably one of the only good months of the year is going to be December. So it's good for you. Anyway, we're in December already. So it's good for you, Adiba. You're probably going to have a good birthday, and it should be like a good, chilled month. I really like it. So let me see now for Capricorn, what's going on with you, Capricorn. Learning, okay, starting something new, learning something new. Maybe it's time you've been working really much, very, very, very hard, if I may say. There's been a lot going on for Capricorn, good things changing, shifting. Now maybe it's a moment to just chill out, sit down a little bit and see what could be the next step for you. So now let's see Aquarius, what is happening for the Aquarius. And we are in the age of Aquarius, by the way. So for 2,000 years, Aquarius, this is the vibe of the moment. Everything is in the air, planes, vibes, virus, things like that. It's very much in the air. It's not in the water anymore like Pisces before. So it's changing a lot of things. That's why we're all together, not in the same room, but connecting on Zoom. on YouTube, especially if you subscribe. And we're all together like that. That's very, very, very Aquarius, you know, everything in the air. And I feel that soon we're going to have more aliens coming and visit, by the way. And I hope they will come in the Zoom too, so we can, you know, talk to them. And that's very Aquarian as well. So there should be a lot of, you know, more connections with other planets. And that's really right now. So let's see what's happening for Aquarius. Let's see if there's an alien in the garden of Aquarius. No, Aquarius is actually reconnecting to their, you know, ancestor, see where you come from, what lineage. I think you can say that word. I guess people got it, lineage, from like where you come from, your ancestries. So this week it's about that. It's about reconnecting with where do you come from, what are your origins, you know. So it's a celebration of that this week, and maybe spending time with these older people from your family, and you know, remembering where you come from. That's very much what it is. And then the last one, Pisces, before we start getting into the questions of the participants and all the questions that are being asked on Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere. So let me see. Pisces. Saying the shadow, there might be a bad vibe around you this week. Be careful. And also, this card can mean that there could be something like some pollution or something around where you are as well. You know, this shadowy, there could be a bad vibe around, and it could also be the where you live. So Pisces, this week, be a little bit careful, protect yourself. It's important. And now I wanted to announce something, by the way. I finally am about to start this show on Mondays where people can reconnect with spirits. It is called Talk to Spirits, and it's going to be every Monday. LA time is 6 p.m. New York time is 8 p.m., I think. So that's kind of a little bit late for the people in Dubai, but they can wake up very early and watch it still. Every Monday, I will talk to spirits and people crossed over and died. And that's what we will do for this new show every Monday, 6 o'clock. And anyway, I will announce it again. There will be another Zoom meeting, and it will be on YouTube as well. So it's going to be really cool. It's been a long time I wanted to do that. So it's launching not this Monday, the following Monday, but I will announce it. And now I promised Rachel, who's I think in Holland, I'm not exactly sure, but I think she said that she likes to go to bed early. So she would like me to talk to her now and ask what her question is. Rachel, can you ask the question now? It's your turn. It would be great to see you. And I'm waiting for your question. I don't know if you type it in or something, but on the YouTube, on the Zoom, people just come in and ask a question so everyone can see, and then we can see what we're talking about. Do you want to come in?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Great to
well,
see.
I didn't type in. It's the first time I come here, so I didn't type it out. But
somebody else typed something. I didn't check. Great.
I don't know if it's too vague or too broad, but basically, I just want you to tell me what you can say about my career, my online career, my business career.
Let's talk about your career. I'm going to pick 3 cards, past, present, future, and see where you're headed in that. And then we can see. I'm just going to click here because Bo is joining the show. We have people coming in and out and asking questions. But let's see for your career, Rachel. Let's see a little bit what is happening right now and where you're headed. So past, present, future. I'm using the Marseille Tarot, which is one of the oldest tarot. I really like what I see. So I'm glad we're starting with something nice. So in the recent past, you've got the devil card. This is not the nice part, but that's the recent past. Yes, it's been, I don't know, it's this card can mean sometimes that people have been playing with you and maybe promising certain things to you and then taking advantage of you as well. Like, you know, why don't you come with us and work with us? And then it's going to be great for you. But in fact, it's not great for you at all. They just want to suck everything from you, not give anything in return, manipulate you, and do whatever they want with you, and you maybe with the hope of getting somewhere, or finally maybe they're okay, or because you're kind and you're like, okay, let's try it, you know. And no, they were awful, these people. And right now you seem to be thinking about it a little bit, you know, you're thinking of the past. What if it had worked, you know, they were not so bad, maybe I should kind of like work with them again after all, you know. But no, they were awful. They were using you. But what I like, and I like to start the show with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is very nice. It's the accomplishment of everything. It's very connected to love, but not only. It's also a dream. It's connecting. In your case, because I know you do YouTubes and things like that, I feel that that could bring fame, you know, and a lot of people knowing you. I can see like a lot of people wanting things from you, talking to you, you being out there, being more known, more social life, more society, more focused on you, which is, I guess, something you wouldn't mind, to have even more people following you and watching you and working with you. So I feel more fans, more people, and an accomplishment. So rather than thinking about the past, what you might have had, maybe now what would be good is to forget about the past. The people that were mean to you, just put that in the trash. It's finished. You know, they were not good anyway. And you can really do everything on your own. And I can see some traveling as well, a lot, because this is traveling as well. It's the water going from A to B, here and there, but in a very exciting, only to exotic destination, an exciting destination. I can see that too. I feel that you would be in places with sun, water, a little bit like Mexico and stuff, but places, I see you more in these kind of places than in, you know, dark buildings or Chernobyl. Or, no, I'm kidding, but I see you more going to this kind of exotic, but it's not only, but, and for some reason, I feel this could be the US as well. Somehow it could be more of USA as well for you as well. You know, the coast, I don't know, Miami, LA. I can see you on this coast. I can see you having more, yeah, bigger shows, bigger following. I feel with your career, that's where you're headed. And it's a very happy thing. It feels like finally people are going to really understand you and resonate with what you are bringing to the world. As before, I think sometimes they didn't get it. Somehow they did not get it. And they were a bit like a big mixer, like a blender, and you would fall in the blender and they did not get it, you know, like mincemeat. So now it's different, but it's a much nicer cocktail for you. That's what I'm seeing in the near future. I really, really like what I see. 10 of Cups, you can't beat it. This is very good. So I think that matches the astrology as well of the Leo this week, because it seems that, yeah, don't be nostalgic. Don't think about the past. This is a moment to just start really dreaming as well and follow the dream you have. You know, if you wanted to go to Tahiti, for instance, which is an amazing place, like people keep telling me how amazing it is, go to Tahiti, start to plan things that are very far away. It is possible, it is doable, and people will like you and follow you. You don't have to go back to this group of people that are really bad for you and that do not understand you, and they are like a big blender and you fall in it and they cut you in pieces and they really don't care. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you, Rachel. So it's more like looking forward and you know, and exploring new destination. People are waiting for you. Nice people, because people waiting for you to put you in the blender, that's not very nice. But nice people are waiting for you. That's really what I'm sensing for you. I see really very good for you. I think these times are good for you as well. For speakers and people like that anyway, it is an easier time than it has been, you know, in like 100 years ago, where you could not even write a book and sell it. You know, now it's much easier to get the information to go around. And for you, you need to really take advantage of this. And also, I want to say, because I'm quite inspired by this question as well, and with what you do, I feel that a lot of people will need guidance, like completely. It's going to be something that it's going to revolutionize. Maybe people watching Netflix and shows that are really great might want to watch more of that in the very near future. People that before were like, oh, these people preaching this and that and wanting to help us in our careers or in our lives, whatever. We watch a little bit of this. Now they will need it because they are completely stuck and their system has not always worked. And Netflix is fine, but sometimes you don't have the time for Netflix. You need to get your life together, you know? 10 of Cups. And that's where you come in. So I like it. I like what I see for you. It's positive.
So yeah, I didn't really recognize the past, like with the people that, you know, I didn't but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I like the present. Does it also mean, I mean, and everything, of course, I want to travel full time. I want to, you know, have more followers. Does it also mean those 10 of Cups, more money as well from my business?
Yes, it does, because really the 10 of Cups as well is an accomplishment. It's like more people. Yes, it does. It's very connected to a dream as well that you're accomplishing, and like a happy story, happy fairy tale. It feels that way.
And it's
Yes,
definitely the near future, right?
yes, I feel that you're in transition, but you need to change your system. The system you were part of before has to change. Maybe you were trying to be accepted by a certain category of people that maybe did not pay you what you want to get. Maybe you need to go more mainstream. It seems that's what I feel as well with that. It's more like the whole world wants to see you as like some specific category of people. Maybe they don't care, or it's not enough. It's not, they don't understand you, but the whole world does. So it doesn't, it's not because some people don't understand you that you should keep trying and trying with them. Just forget about them. Like, you know, try the whole world. If like a little bubble doesn't want you,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
it. There's
really,
a whole
yeah.
world waiting for you. Yes.
It is my perspective as well. It's like, you know, I do my thing, right? I just continue doing my thing, and whoever wants
Absolutely.
to follow me will. Yeah. Okay. So just
This is,
trust the path and just continue what I'm doing, I guess.
keep what you're doing and do not think about the past, because I do feel what I want to say as well, because something came up as well. And because since you don't recognize the past that I'm describing, it could be as well connected to relationship. They might have been someone who was kind of stopping you and kind of sometimes criticizing you and not always appreciating you as you should be. There's something like that that I can see that didn't want you to be famous, maybe as well.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna continue. So that's the good
Yeah,
news,
keep
right?
going. It's great. And look into the future. Do not look back at all.
Oh
This is
no,
very important you don't,
no.
especially right
That's
now.
that's not my mentality either. So awesome. Thanks.
Perfect. So you're there. Thank you very much for joining, Rachel. It was great to see
Thanks.
you. You can come next Sunday if you want, if you have more
Yeah.
questions, and it would be great
Thanks.
to have you again. Thank you very much. All right. So I wanted to see now. Sofiane said he had to go. Maybe he was a little bit tired or something. And then let me see what he's saying. I have to leave political truth and general stuff for me. I'd rather you. I would have rather you stay with us. So maybe you can come back next Sunday, and then we will, we will answer your question next Sunday when you appear on the show. So now we have, let me see. So Bo is here as well. Okay, who was next? I think it was Adiba, by the way. So Adiba, it's your turn. Ask us a question. I would be very happy to respond to it. Do you come from London? I forgot where you were calling from.
Birmingham in the
Ah,
UK.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
A little more. Maybe if you're a little closer, I could hear you even better.
I do not know why my microphone has issues. Can you
Now
hear
it's
me?
better. If
Yeah.
you position yourself like that, it's much better. Yes.
Okay, got it. So I'm from Birmingham, UK.
All right, great, awesome. I did not recognize your accent.
Yeah, it is an interesting accent I have, which
You
is
don't have Birmingham accent.
no.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I thought you were from London. I thought you lived in London.
But yeah, my question is regarding, so the last time I came, I asked you a question regarding a person called L.
Yes, I remember. The second person you asked me about, correct?
Yeah, the second
Yes.
person. And
Yes.
I have been with the second person for 2 months now.
All right.
Dating. And
how is that going?
it is kind of difficult to explain. Like, this person has a lot of mood shifts.
Yes.
Sometimes. And when they get angry, some of the things that they say, I do not know if they mean them or not. And when they do calm down, they tell me the last time, because we argued a couple of times last week, and it has to do with my behavior and my problems and how he feels pressures in relationships and anxieties in relationships. He has issues regarding his own family background. And yeah, I am kind of like confused because, for example, today I tried to call him.
Yes.
Once, a couple of minutes ago, and let's say that he is online, but he's not replying or not seeing anything, which kind of makes me anxious sometimes.
Right.
I just want to know what's going on with this relationship.
All right, let me pick some cards. I want to pick some crystal cards and see a little bit what's going on with these crystal cards and what they want to tell us at this stage, what is happening in your relationship. By the way, I was smiling because we've got two people. We've got Aviva and Rose who are fighting who's it, Libra or Scorpio is the best, and they're fighting on Facebook ferociously. So, and I'm seeing these messages. I thought it was funny. But now let's focus on you, Adiba. What's your sign? Sagittarius, right?
Yeah.
As well. Okay, that's great. Awesome. So let me see what's happening between you and this person, L, at the moment. You and L, what is happening? You're here. It's hard for him to express himself. It feels like it's very hard for him to express himself in general. You are very flexible. You are really adjusting yourself to him. So you have nothing to, there's no reproach to be made to you, to the behavior you have. You're very flexible. You're really open. So you are not, when he says, it's hard sometimes to express himself to you, it seems that it's more him. He has a problem where his mother did not want him to express himself when he wanted to, so he has a difficulty to express his needs and what he wants. So that's his, I don't want to say that's his problem, but he should call us. But he has a problem to express what he wants and what he needs because I feel that his mom wasn't there for him when he was asking, what he needed. And the mom was like not listening to what he wanted when he was growing up. And so as a result, he has a problem to have his issues or something he needs. It's hard for him to have it acknowledged, to say it, to express it. So he really has a problem of expressing himself. But deep down, what I feel is that he needs more love. It is someone who really needs love, and he needs to feel like he exists, It's a sense of that. He needs to feel he's really existing, he's alive, he's out there, because he feels that he's useless sometimes. He feels that people don't need him and like it's not necessary. So since you are more flexible and you're Sagittarius, which is a good sign for these kind of things, to kind of help others, and very philosophical, but you also say things the way they are, you can't just lie. Sagittarius don't like to lie. They just which is great. The world needs that. The world needs a little bit of truth as well, and the Sagittarius is very accepting as well of other people, other views. So you're very good for him, but he needs to understand that I think he needs a lot of love. This is a person that needs love and to be recognition, if I may say. So I think if I were you, I would send, maybe more messages and say, I'm here for you. I seeing his qualities and trying to ask him as well sometimes what you need, what you feel like, what was it you need? Do you need a hug? What would make you happy, Because very much this is what it is about. What are his needs? You need to define and to see with him, what does he feel he's lacking of, And I think he's lacking of self-confidence and attention, and because he didn't have it when he was growing up. So if you want to get to know him better, and a relationship is for that, because relationship, you meet someone, you discover them, and then you help them, and you talk about a lot of things, and you show yourself the way you are. So it feels that if you can help him with that, that would be great, but the problem is not you, the problem is him really not knowing what his self-worth, what he's worth, and he needs more self-confidence and, emotional healing. That's very much what it is. So you can't do all the work, but he needs to do a little bit of work on his end as well. So what's happening right now, the fact that he's not responding to the text is not because of you, it's because he has a bit of an issue sometimes and doesn't feel strong enough, self-confident enough, he doesn't have enough. That's what the problem is. He needs some healing, in fact, I think a rose quartz would be very good for his heart if he believes in crystals, and, if you do too. A rose quartz. Yeah, maybe you can lend it or give it to him, not for him. You're fine, I find. It's really him who has the issue. I don't find that you have too much emotional problem, but he does. So maybe doing something that could help him, to feel better and to heal his heart, everything he hasn't had when he was growing up. You can maybe help him as a friend / girlfriend, relationship. It's, you can have these two sides of you in regards with, helping him and being with him. And that's, you can do both things. Maybe you can lead him to feel better so his heart feels better, but you are not the reason for him not to feel good and not to call you back. Or this is not, he has a problem inside. He doesn't feel loved enough.
Yeah, I have noticed those things, like, I don't know, intuitively, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not surprised. And also you are more stable, so you can understand him better, because you have more, you are more stable, you are more balanced than he is, so you can see that.
It is quite funny because he's a Libra. I'm a Sagittarius.
Yeah, but Libras are diplomat and stuff. It's not because somebody's not screaming all the time that they are completely balanced inside. You know, some Libra actually, the funny thing with Libra, I hope Aviva is not going to be upset now, but Libra are actually completely unbalanced. They always need to find the balance because they are not really balanced, but then they have to find the balance. That's why they never scream at anyone or they never want to have a fight with anyone, because they have to keep that balance. Otherwise, it's a disaster. It's like, it's like at the market with the balance is a scale, and there's an argument, it goes like that, and then you have to catch them in the river, you know. I think so. They're very good at maintaining the balance because they cannot live without it. So if this person L you're with was not treated well when they grew up, then the balance is really imbalanced, I feel, you know. So it's very much about this person understanding how to be loved, you know, and giving them love and acknowledging that it's not because of you, you know, that he's not feeling love. It's because he doesn't feel loved anyway to start with, and there's a lack into that. Oh, and Aviva, agree with what I said about the balance. Thank you, Aviva, for agreeing. That makes me feel better. You still like me. We're still friends. So yes, that's what she says. She's a Libra. She's a very intelligent person. She's my best friend. And she's saying that exactly what I'm saying. So he's unbalanced, you know, and so you can help him with that, at least to make him understand what's not balanced in him, you know, and what he needs to do if he's asking for it. And in fact, maybe he's asking for it because he's telling you sometimes that, you know, things are not going well, or he's, you know.
Yeah, when he's angry, he tells me those things. When he's not angry, he just doesn't talk about it at all. And just when he's angry, he outbursts. He tells me about relationship anxiety, anxiety of being with someone, pressures of being a boyfriend. He can't take it. And it kind of makes me scared if the relationship is going to last or not. But I'm going to do my work, I guess.
Yes. I think it will work. From what I see, I think it will work. And I think you're the right person for him and to help him through that. So I feel that it will work out. And what you are doing seems to be fine, but you need to maybe to do more and try to see how you can help him to feel more loved. Himself in his life, it's not even about you. You know, you can always hug him and tell him I love you and stuff. But it's deeper, you know. I think his mother was not accepting him when he was growing up, and that's the biggest problem, you know, for whatever reason she had. Let's see, by the way, what was up. She had the same problem as him. She was depressed. I feel there was some depression around her mother when he was growing up, and as a result, she was not able to give love to anyone, you know, and so she would not accept. She didn't have it, you know, she could not give that to him. That's his problem. As a result, he needs to find that somewhere else, you know. He needs to find that it's not because he wasn't loved for many years that he can't be loved at all, and that he needs to be, he feels that he's not able to give you back as much as he wish he could because he doesn't know, but he can learn. And that's why we meet other people in life. And I'm sure you as a Sagittarius can help him in this journey. And you have the rose quartz. People minimize it, but it's so amazing as a crystal. It really heals your heart and it builds it, and it's amazing. If it's a good piece of quartz you have, it's magical. I think it's actually I have a piece I have, and it has so much energy. It's an amazing crystal to have or to wear.
Can I show it to you so I know if it's a good one?
You can show me if you want. I don't know if I will see on the Zoom because usually I need to touch it, but show me what it is. I will see.
Is it this one?
Right, okay. I think you need something bigger.
Bigger.
I like a big raw quartz, and it's quite easy to find in Europe anyway. I like a big chunk of quartz that is kind of like not polished, you know, like just a little bit varnished. That I really like. But when you buy it, you don't make sure you can select what you want. And sometimes, I'm not here to promote eBay, but on eBay, you can sometimes find like huge trunks from people that are really obsessed with stones, and they have like great stocks, and you can find amazing things. And I'm sure in the UK as well. So maybe you can land on some very good source, and maybe on eBay, or it's surprising, amazing crystals. So all right.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I feel good. To answer your question, I feel that it's going to work out. I really feel that way. There's some work to do.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your question. And now I'm going to see a little bit. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel, please. On YouTube. That would be so great. YouTube.com/Raphael Psychic. That would be awesome to have you subscribing, especially because I'm doing this new show now, and Unit's going to be happy because every Monday, not this Monday, but the next Monday, it's going to be 6 p.m. LA time. That might be a little late for you, Adiba, but you never know. In the middle of the night, you want to eat something and then watch the show as well. It will be more about spirits. Are we connecting with spirits? Every Monday, starting not this Monday, but the following Monday at 6 p.m. LA time, and we will reconnect with spirits. And so that might be interesting for you as well, if you can wake up in the middle of the night. But I'm sure you will.
Not tomorrow.
Let me see. Ah, I can see Yudi right now. He's appearing when, you see, I knew how to make him appear if I start talking about that, because you've been asking for a long time and I promised. And now finally, yes, there will be this spirit show called Talk to Spirits, and it's starting not this Monday, the following Monday, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. for the people in New York, and in the middle of the night for Adiba and people in England, they might, if they're a bit bored, they might wake up in the middle of the night and watch it. And it will be every Monday, yes. And there will be another Zoom meeting, another little video and everything. And so, yes, it will be on Mondays, every Mondays until the end of times.
and the same meeting code. I mean, the same.
No, it will be a complete different thing. Everything is separate, different timing. There will be something else, and I can guarantee you will have it. I will send you personally like a link. But anyway, what I want to remind you, everyone, to everyone, if you want to come into the show, by the way, if you follow this link, theworldsmedium.com/live shows, gives you access to all the shows in which we are live. So this one, RTW and Tower Live. There's also a show on Wednesday in French, by the way, that's in French time. And it's a new thing. And then on Monday, from next Monday, this RTWM Talk to Spirits, that will be every Monday. So if you go here, theworldsmedium.com/live shows, there you can always have access to what is ongoing, and there will be more and more things, because I think it's a lot of fun. And I really want to thank you, by the way, for watching. And now let me see, somebody sent a message on YouTube before, and I'm curious, it was one of the first person who asked, and there's a trillion people that are sending message on Facebook. That's exciting. So sorry for not looking. So first, we are on YouTube, and there's Elise Sphere, who's asking, hey, will I find happiness and comfort and stability? Where will I be living in LA, or should I move? Okay, that's like 25 questions. But why don't we just talk about happiness and comfort and stability? Let's see about that. Well, let's see what I see for you, Ellie, who's on YouTube. So thank you for watching on YouTube, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You need as well. You're welcome to subscribe on YouTube. So that way you are sure you will never miss anything that we do, and you can always be part of it. So that's really awesome. Bo as well, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube, you're very welcome. It would be great to have you. It's good to see you as well. Let me see now with Ellie. Are you going to find comfort and happiness? And is it kind of in LA or not? So I would say yes, absolutely. I think the past might have been a little bit complicated for you. There was a lack of money. It didn't always give you what you needed. The Queen of Coins was reversed. They didn't give you enough money. It was a little bit complicated. But right now, you are where you're supposed to be. This is the world's card, my favorite card. That's why I call myself the world's medium. One day I will reveal why, because there's a story behind it. But you have the words card, Ellie, so I think it's really good, and there will be more happiness where you are. So I think you are where you belong. I don't think you are moving anywhere, and I think you are actually in a very good place. So maybe you just need to sit down and wait. You are probably the only person I would encourage right now to just watch Netflix, eat some chips, and just wait for things to happen, because you're in the right place. What matters in life is to be where you need to be, and it seems that you are in the right place. The world's very good. Then Six of Cups is like enjoyment, fun people around you, happiness. So that's exactly the answer to your question. So do not move, stay in LA. It seems to be right for you. Stay where you are. All right. So somebody asked me as well, my talented friend, please pick a card for me. I don't know who that is, but I'm just going to reply to it because it's mysterious. So let's see, I pick a card for you. I think I know who that is, but I'm not sure. So Facebook user who's asking me, my talented friend, please pick a card for me. This is for you. I'm going to pick just one card for you. I have absolutely no question from you. it's a bit of a struggle. The Four of Sword, it's like things are a bit difficult for you right now. You know, it seems that you will be fine, but right now you're having a bit of a hard time right now. Things are a bit difficult. It's hard to keep everything together. You'll be okay. Carry on, you know, and don't let, I think it's connected to virus as well. Don't let this virus and all these vibes, you know, destroy your business and who you are right now. That's kind of what it says. So just stay strong and keep it strong, and don't let anything put you down right now, even if it's hard. The wheel will turn, there will be new things happening. So just keep going one day at a time, one day after the other. You know, sometimes we have moments in life that are like that. We don't know what tomorrow's made of. Anyway, we never know, but there's sometimes where we really don't like the fact that we don't know what's happening tomorrow. That's what you are going through, my dear Facebook user. So yes, at the moment it's like that, but things will change, things are going to shift, but the card don't really want to say what's going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune came in, and this card says, what will happen, but keep going, you know, things should be okay with you. And now we have, who do we have? I think we have Bo, but I just want to make sure there's not someone who came before. Bo, go on. I know you. I've known you for a long time. You're always here every Sunday.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you. The VIP card. What is
thank you
today? I saw you were writing things for me.
Yes,
on the,
I said I would voice up my question when the time is right, but I wrote it down just in case. Okay. Well, my husband and his son are putting the house that we live in on the market.
Right.
And I had this idea of trying to get money from the bank, from my mother-in-law, and then cut a deal with my husband for renting the house out and buy him and his son out.
Right.
And that's a lot of money. Yes. And my other option is to just get my money out of the house, try to sell it for as much as it will sell, get my money and buy something on my own.
Right.
So I'm wondering which one, I mean.
A or B. Yes. Okay, so let me see. I understand what you mean. So let's see.
It's more beneficial for the future.
I hear you. So let me see if you should keep the house by, you know, buying them out of the house and using the money from your, sorry, I forgot the word, the mother of your, who is it again?
That's my husband's mother, my mother-in-law, or
mother-in-law. Yeah, exactly.
Get my money and move on, because she has good feelings for me, but it's money, and money is different than feelings.
Absolutely. So let me see if that's the best idea, or if the other idea to just go away is the best. So would that be?
Yeah.
The cards say to actually go away and to forget about the house. Yeah, that's kind of what the cards say. You know, there's a death card. The death card is an ending, so it's probably the end of the house. Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
Probably the best is to take your money and do something else. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling with it.
Which card was that?
But it was a death card for like the project. You would have to buy it. You know, that's a death card. So
yeah. Okay.
It seems like it's a no, you know, that's really how I would take it.
Okay.
Yes, I would feel like it's a no, but I don't know if it's going to sell that quickly, by the way, you know. And it's funny because in the past, I remember that I could see you staying in this house. So I don't know. I find it a bit strange.
Everyone keeps telling me the same thing. There will be no divorce.
I don't think you're going to sell the house. I don't feel there will be a sale. You might, you know, sometimes you put something in the market and you can always decide to cancel at the last minute. As long as it's not sold, you can always say, okay, bye, we don't sell it anymore.
I hope so.
I see something like that in there. Maybe that's why you actually can't buy it. Maybe that's why the cards say no about you buying it with the, I want to say stepmother. It's not your stepmother. It's your
son. From the stepson, with the help of my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law. I don't know why I forget this word, but anyway.
It's okay.
It's like a mix in my mind. Yes, your mother-in-law. Yes. So maybe that's why the cards say that, because that's not what you're going to do, you know, and that's not part of the options. I don't feel that you're going to sell the house. And in the past, I do remember as well that I felt that the house, I didn't feel it was going to be sold, you know, and I kind of feel that again. I think they're going to try, but I feel that the money that people want to pay for it will not be high enough. It's absolutely not worth it for some weird reason. It seems to be that way. It's going to be, or maybe maybe the person who's putting it on the market is not good. That happens too. You know, there's a lot of realtors that are amazing, but some of them are a disaster. They don't care. There's
he's very pushy and he's very successful, but I hope now stays with us.
I feel that way, and I've seen people, you know, I've seen realtors that have sold tons of things, you know, but at the same time, they did not manage to sell something else that was supposed to sell. So, you know, of course, everyone wants to sell, but it doesn't always work. And I feel that for that one thing, I don't feel that it's selling. I don't feel that way. Yes.
I hope so. God bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. Okay. I'll take a picture. Yes, I know. I know. I'll take it.
You know what? Nowadays, there's so many people on YouTube, like nobody's watching it anymore. It's very, I have to say, I have a bit of a challenge to grow my YouTube channel. And now it's my new excitement in life. So I do appreciate if you subscribe to it. And also because I want to do more and more videos and more shows and stuff. So it's great if we can all connect there. A little bit away from Facebook, which is what it is. You know, it's nice, but you know what's going to happen to Facebook in the future. YouTube is kind of, it's like Switzerland, you know. In fact, we have someone who's asking us a question from Switzerland. You know, it's stable, it's Google, it's been there forever. Facebook is a little bit, I don't know, you know, sometimes there's scandals in there and here. Why did you stop Facebook? So, you know, and also, I don't know, Facebook is a bit old now. I don't know, I'm a little bit bored of it. I still use it, but whenever you start Facebook, it's like, ugh, you know. We use it, but I don't know if we still like it. What do you think of it, by the way, Bo? Do you like Facebook? That's another debate. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Do you like Facebook?
No, I don't like any social media. I don't use
you don't like any social media. Okay, bye. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I think, you know, what matters. I think we like the social media that really bring something to us. And I like YouTube because there's a lot of great content out there. I watch a lot of things about traveling and things like that. Or singers.
Yeah.
Facebook, sometimes it's like, okay, I didn't find the apples I wanted to buy at the supermarket today because they were too pricey. Or it's like, who cares? Sometimes it's a bit like that. YouTube, I think, is more fun. So I'm looking forward to
let me ask you about your YouTube channel, because I'm looking closely at where you are pointing around you. I see the RTWM Tarot live.
Yes, that's on the Sunday. That's what we're doing now.
The worldsmedium.com live shows. Is that your YouTube channels?
Are you on my website right now, or are you directly on YouTube?
I'm looking at you, at your background.
In YouTube?
No, on Zoom. I'm on Zoom.
Oh, right. I don't know if I have the link on the background on Zoom. If you just go tap youtube.com/RaphaelPsychic, then you will get on my page and click subscribe.
What does it say before psychic? Raphael.
Yes, Raphael Psychic. Yeah, that's my YouTube name.
Okay, I'll find it.
Wonderful.
I'll have to go, but I'll find it and I'll stay in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm hoping that you will join.
You gave me peace of soul. Yes, thank you.
That's good.
Wish me luck. We are going to Las Vegas. Remember, you said that we are going to reconnect with my husband?
Yes.
I'm really hoping that this is going to happen. Starting tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I really hope that too. And I want to say that December as well is a much better month. There's a good vibe this month. It's much better than November. That was really hell, you know, with a big H.
Yes.
October was not great either. Summer was a bit better. But anyway, these 2 months were hell. December is much better. The Sagittarius has this good vibe. I like it. I can see good things coming up. So.
And January may be even better. That's what you said last time.
January
and
too.
I'm holding on to your words.
Yeah. Hold on to my word always.
Thank you so much. You're so positive. Yes. Thank you, Raphael.
Thank you, Bo. Very kind of you. Thank you. Have a great day and see you every Sunday. It's always a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. So now I just wanted to see, we had a question from Switzerland, and as I just said, you know, YouTube is a bit like the Switzerland of social media. It's stable. It's been there for 100 years, YouTube, almost like 20 years or something like that. And it just stays, and I like it, just like Switzerland. So let's see who is asking me a question from Switzerland. I had that a few seconds ago, but now I can't find it anymore. Where is it? Where are you, Switzerland? Where are you? Where are you? I can't see you. Ah, yeah, here you are, Baptiste. Hello from Switzerland. But you did not ask me a question. You can type in your question and then I will respond. Okay, so who else is talking on Facebook? Somebody's asking me, Rose, I have a question. Will I be able to work from home on my music this coming year and no longer have to work in an office or elsewhere? So let's see if the music's gonna be good for you, profitable for you this year, if you're gonna be able to work from home and you won't have to go anywhere, just home making your amazing music, Rose. So let me see, is that gonna work for you this year? Let me see. You might have to wait a little more for that, Rose, I have to say, because it's a great idea. You have a great setting. You know, I can see a good vibe. This is a good project, a good idea, but it seems that you might still have some money that you owe and they want you to pay, you know, so it seems that it might take a little more time. You might have to have a little more money than what this would generate at this point, but in the future, it will be okay. It will start slowly, but it should work later. But for now, it seems you need more money to be able to do that. So you might have to do something else to have an extra income during this transition. That's what I'm sensing for you, you know. But your home seems to be bringing you a good vibe for creativity, but I feel that you will have to get money from outside. So you might have to get out a little bit from your home. That's what I think. All right, so now we have, who do we have? Let's talk to Francesca. I see you on the side. Do you have a question for us?
Yes, I do.
I wasn't sure if it was a photo or if it was like you, like a real person, because I don't know, with the white behind. And so I thought it was a photo. I was like, no, this person's moving. Let's ask them a question. Where are you calling us from?
Well, I am from Birmingham, UK. I heard someone was from Birmingham earlier as well.
Yes. All right, cool. Great connecting with you. And what would be your question today? What would you like to ask me? And then I'm going to look into the cards.
I typed it on YouTube. I won't say it word for word, but I'm looking to seeing how I can connect to my power, specifically in a creative sense. Not just my power, my higher self, my spiritual team.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What about the YouTube? I didn't know. Did you say something about YouTube? I did not get that.
I typed my question on YouTube. Yeah. I'm named Cheska Chats.
All right. Okay. I get it. You asked me a question on YouTube and then you came into the Zoom.
I was already in the Zoom, but then I weren't sure where to ask the questions, so I went to YouTube.
Okay, I get it. Let me see that. Who are you on YouTube? Let me see, because I see the questions as well, which is so wonderful.
Different. I'm all glammed up there.
Oh, you didn't, but you did ask me a question, right? What can I do directly tap into power? Yes, that's you. Just got chats. Yeah. I got you. Okay, now I just wanted to make sure so I don't, because sometimes, you know, I respond to a question and then the question comes again on Facebook or something. I'm like, I feel I spoke to that person already. And then, you know what I mean? I look like totally dumb. So I see who you are. I connect you. Okay, so what can I do to directly tap into my power, spiritual team, and higher self? Are there any creative methods? So let me see. I'm going to use the crystal cards for that and see if there is something that the card wants to tell you. All right, let me see. Let me see what the crystal card wants to say. Well, the card that comes up, the first one is flexibility. So maybe things are not the way you think they should be. Maybe some people can help you in a certain way. Some people can help you differently. So what I'm seeing is that whatever help and other people you want to collaborate with, whoever they are, they might be able to help you in different ways. So that's why the flexibility comes in. Maybe you can get that from that person, learn a little bit from this other person, collaborate with this person, learn from this religion, learn from this crystal. So I think you're a bit of a mix, you know, of like a lot of different things. Yes.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. Yeah.
So this is a key. And I had an image of you, I have to say, you know, the first thing that came to my mind is like you is around your head, a circle, and then lots of connections around, and a pyramid. Have you ever been to the pyramids, by the way, in Egypt or in Mexico, or, you know, there's pyramids here too, by the way. But I see something about the pyramids, and maybe you should go to Egypt as well. There might be a connection as well, maybe when you visit. By the way, I saw an amazing video on YouTube of this guy who's from England who visits Egypt last year, and it has amazing videos and stuff. I can send you the link if you want to check. It's amazing, and you can really see, and I've been to Egypt as well, and there's something there, it feels that could be good for you. This kind of pyramid kind of thing, I feel would be a very good vibration for you. Maybe you need to go there and there's some more knowledge for you there. you know, but it's very much about you and being flexible and picking a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of this, and from everywhere. And you're in the middle, like a carousel, spiritual carousel, you know, it's a bit like you. So the advice would be keep, you know, exploring, getting a bit of here, a bit of there, and, you know, and all these little bits, almost like you were eating little candies, but it's not candies, it's knowledge and people and help, and, you know, and it feels that way. So I think that's a must. Be flexible. Don't be stuck in one thing. If you just wanted to do one thing, that's not going to work for you. You're more like the one in the middle with the mix,
I'm
like
not
a
a one
patchwork.
thing person.
Sorry?
I'm not a one thing person. I like to do different things. Yeah.
All right, so that's the key for you, the key to your success. And also the card that comes up is the healing. You know, the malachite, there's holes in it, but it's just an effect. There's no hole. Anyway, so yes, the malachite's coming up. So maybe that's the card that could be good for you as well. Connection with the heart, you know, the malachite does that. It reconnects your heart. It also protects you. Maybe that's a good crystal for you. Yes, that's what I would do. I would meditate with the malachite, and the green color as well could be something that's very good for you. I feel that's what would help you go higher in the dimensions and in the understanding of, you know, spirituality. And that's what I would feel for you. Flexibility, malachite, and like connect to this color, the green.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And by the way, from next Monday, not this Monday, the following one, I'm going to do a show that's more about spirits and communicating with different spirits. It's called Talk to Spirits. I will announce it on the YouTube. There's always a little video on YouTube that announces it. It's in the middle of the night for the UK, but who knows, maybe if you're eating some cakes in the middle of the night, little cookies, a bit of glass of milk, and then you can watch it. I think it should be a little bit late, like 4 in the morning or something, but you never know. You know, sometimes in the middle of the night watching something.
To be fair.
You go to bed late, right?
Oh no, sometimes I just randomly wake up between 3 and 5. I find
perfect. So make sure you do that, not this Monday, the following Monday, and we'll talk more about spirits and more that aspect of things. But it was great to connect with you today, and I hope to see you soon, and you can stay with us, of course. And now I'm going to move on to the next person because there's a lot of questions everywhere. And I think we have, thank you very much for being here. And we have Mattia. Mattia? Is that how I can see you? Is that how do I pronounce your name well? That is the question. My first question.
Hi, my name is Mathia. Nice to meet you, Raphael.
Nice to meet you too. Great to see you for the first time in the RTWM Tower Live. What is your question, Mathia? Where are you calling from?
I'm actually in Englewood, New Jersey in the United States.
All right, wonderful. Great. Great to have you with us. What is the question? What do you want to ask today to the tarot? I have my Marseille tarot here and I'm ready to answer questions.
Okay, I just want to know what's going on with my little one's father. We had separated for like about 12 years. Right. And just at the beginning of this year, we reconnected and we wanted to get married in the past, but whatever reasons, we separated. We reconnect the beginning of this year. He proposed again. And it just seems so much back and forth. And we recently went to visit him in another state because he lives in another state.
Right.
And it was a disaster. And then he later tells me that he's seeing someone else trying to start another family elsewhere. I don't believe it. I just felt like he said that to hurt me for whatever reason. I just don't know what's going on.
All right, I understand. I understand your concern. Let's see a little bit what's going on, and especially with the future. Let's see like more into the future, or to see more like, is that true, or how do you want me to position the reading? You want
whatever works best.
Whatever works best. Okay, let's see what's happening now. I just want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. See, like he's here, you here. Let's see what is the connection. Oh, I have to say, from the cards I see, you know, there's a 5 of swords. So it's something that hasn't worked on his side. It feels like he's cutting himself out of this relationship, if I may say. That's kind of what I see from him. I see him like trying to disconnect himself from the relationship, to cut himself off it. As a result, with you, what I'm seeing is that I don't really feel like a great future, you know, because of that. It seems like he cut himself off from you, if I may say. It feels that way. That's what I'm sensing, you know. And yeah, it feels that way. It feels like he doesn't want you to be happy. I don't know why. Sometimes people, you know, and you are a very kind person. There's a star card, you know, around you, so you have a good vibe, but he doesn't want to be, he just doesn't want to be nice to you. That's kind of what I see from his end. He does not want to be nice to you. Why is he doing that? I don't know. It's almost like he is in his own world, and he doesn't want to, he almost doesn't want happiness. It's very strange. He doesn't want little flowers and happiness. It is someone who wants to be in his, he's a bit mean, I find, you know, there's something a bit like that about him.
I just feel like
yeah,
there's a lot of interference going on. And he felt like I wasn't being faithful to him for some strange reason. And no matter what I tell him, he just doesn't listen. And it seems like he's talking to other people who are misfeeding him misinformation. And I don't know how true that is, but it just feels like there's always some kind of interference. I don't know if it's spiritual or even physical, but it just feels like there's some interference, like something's trying to wedge between our happiness.
I see that in his thoughts, you know. I don't really see the interference. The only interference I could see is that, I don't know, maybe he's taking something that's not good for his mind, you know. So I don't know if it's something he's eating, drinking, or there's something that might not be very good for his mind, for his balance. But is this someone in particular? No, but I feel there's something that makes him very unhappy and anxious. So there's a lot of anxiety and unhappiness inside of him. Okay. You know, it's quite dark how he feels. And I don't feel that it's because somebody told him something about you. No, it's more the whole bubble around him. He seems to be quite sad, depressed. You know, I see that, angry as well, you know. It's very strange, you know. I feel very much that way. It's about him. It's not about someone who said things to him in particular. This is how he became somehow. You know, sometimes with time, some people go through certain moments and then they become jaded by things, or he's not in a good path. That's what I'm feeling. That's the reason why it's hard for you to be with him. And it's actually not very good for you to be with him. This is the thing, you know. He's in a bad vibe right now. That's what I'm sensing. So I would say it's almost more spiritual than someone that brainwashed him or anything. It's more how he feels. It's very dark. In fact, what I would do, if you see him again, what I would recommend in terms of spiritual, I would burn some white sage around him to try to at least you know, take the negative energies away from him, because he's very negative, very, very dark and negative. That's how he feels inside. Angry, dark, negative. I almost wonder if he's not watching things sometimes that have an impact on him, watching some bad shows, and it's the mind is very, very, very dark, or playing video games where you kill everyone, or it's like something is not really uplifting, you know, in what he's watching and how he's feeling, and he's very dark. That's what I'm feeling from him, you know. His mind is very dark right now. As a result, I see that he can only make you feel bad at this point. So it's not very good for you to be with him.
I just try to put the whole relationship in prayer, because I just feel something's not right somewhere.
Something's not right around him. Yes, that's for sure. Yes, that's what I'm sensing. It's absolutely not right what's happening around him and how he feels and how much anger he has. And yeah, that's what I'm sensing around him. But you need to protect yourself from that, because he seems to be, you know, he's just the bad vibe. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel that it's a good vibration in your life right now, this person. Okay. Protect what you have already. That's what I'm feeling, you know, protect what you have, who you have, your children. And I feel that he's in a very bad, very dark mind right now. You know, so I would say more like protection. That's what I'm sensing. I hope I was able to bring a little clarity, kind of matches kind of what's happening, but I don't feel it's one person brainwashing him or telling him that you slept around. It doesn't feel that way to me. It feels that he's very angry, not just to you. He's in that mind, that state of mind.
Is there anything I can do on my part for him?
That's what I said. When you see him again, I think it would be great to put a bit of white sage around him to kind of clear this anger, you know. It might work, it may not, because, you know, white sage, I mean, it's to clear the energy, and aura cleansing would be good for him, I feel. I don't know, it's probably the people he's with. It's not about you. He's surrounded, it's in a bad vibe, yeah, bad bubble, I find, yeah. That's what's happening. That's what you can do for him. But if he's like angry at you, how can you suggest anything to him if he's so, you know, angry? You know, it's like sometimes somebody's so angry and screaming, you cannot help them because they're so angry at everything, you know, so you cannot even recommend anything, you know. That's kind of what I'm saying. Unit, are you there? I think Unit have a question for us. I'm going to move to another person and ask because I have a lot of questions.
I'm saying hello to Jam. I'm saying hello to Jam.
Oh, yeah, you were saying hello to someone.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Gabriella's here. She's leaving.
Thank you.
Gabrielle is leaving. Gabrielle? Where is
she's here. She's going to say hi for a second. Hold on.
All right.
I gotta get my mask.
Let me just say goodbye to Mathia. But thank you for calling, Mathia. You know, I really wish you the best. You can come back.
Thank you, Raphael. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I really send great positive vibes to you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Raphael.
Hi, how are you? Great to see you. Finally, it's working and I can hear you and the whole world can hear you, Gabriela, because...
Yes, finally.
Okay, great. By the way, do you have a question for us today, or Unit's gonna like slap me because he was here before you?
Yeah, no. He's waving me because it's a long time that we didn't see each other, right, Unit?
I know. It only took was a little show all together, so you guys can see each other.
Right. But actually, we I typed something on Facebook. Do you have my question?
I have it, but I just had a lot of questions today, so
okay, don't worry.
Hold down and see what you wrote. And I do have your question because I remember seeing you. By the way, I wanted to say hi to Milton, who's watching and said he shared the videos. And then I can see your message, Gabriela. Hi, Raphael. I'm with Jan. Now I see. Love her, the conversation of a coworker. Job is like your husband?
No. I overheard a conversation with of my coworker.
Right.
And he's doing something weird on the back of our company.
Okay.
I want to know if you have some feeling about if I have to say something or maybe don't say anything. Yeah, maybe it's better, but you know, you can tell.
Let me see. I'm going to pick some cards and tell you what I see for that. Should you tell this to your boss or not? Yes, no. No, don't. Because it could fall back on your head if you do, and it's not a good idea. And you might be completely part of it. You know, if you reveal it, then everybody's going to be angry at you for some reason. Sometimes it's a person, the whistleblower, that gets, you know, everybody screaming at you, and then you didn't even do anything. But no, it doesn't feel that you should at all, because it's going to create problems for you if you do. People are going to be angry at you. It's going to create a big mess if you do.
Okay.
And
it's the new business that he's working with. It will be successful.
Of your boss, of this person?
No, this person, because this person is going to start a new business in the same field.
I understand. Okay, so let me see if the business of this person is going to be successful. Yes. Let me see a little more clearly. Not at all. It's going to be a disaster. It's not going to work. It's the Ace of Swords, which is reversed, which means like it doesn't work. It's not working. It's going to be a waste of time to do that. I don't see it working. There's not enough money as well.
Okay.
There's not enough money in it, so that's better if you don't talk about it, because it's not going to work anyway. So let him do his things, and what will happen. You know what I mean? It's better than creating a big mess. I think at this point, sometimes it's better to create a big mess, but this time, no.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's great to see you.
I will see you on Monday for the spiritual session.
Yes, it's not this Monday, it's the following Monday that it's starting. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube.
I will.
Most shows. Please do. It would be great to have you there, so you can see all the new things that are coming up, because there will be a lot of new videos. One as well about animals, where we will connect with different animals. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. I can't wait to do that. That's going to come next. So on YouTube, you can see what's happening. So that's really great. What is Jan doing at the back?
Yeah, she's coming.
Are you insulating from each other in the same apartment?
Well, we're not supposed to be indoors, but we were outside, and I just plugged in. So I was hiding in the back. I don't have I don't have a question today.
But you know what? I'm sure Unit has a question because he was before. Unit, you have a question? Did you want to ask something today? Or not?
Yes.
All right, great. And then we'll talk to Jan. Stay with us, Jan.
Okay, I'll stay with you.
Jan, do you have a question?
No, I'm still a big hot guy. Everything's fine.
Okay. okay.
You need, what's up? Ask us a question.
So I discovered things about my boyfriend, okay, and we broke up because he was afraid that, you know, to face the fact that he has been hiding from me. Okay, now we are, I mean, he didn't want to see me, blah, blah, and now we are approaching again by phone only. And I said to him that I wanted to accept him, everything, you know, because I don't know, I prefer to do that than just, you know, just walk away and just, okay, and that's for me, okay. And, okay, so the solution that I found, because I mean, there is this damage that we have made, okay, and the
to each other.
So, to each other, yes, because he has been hiding things. I have been, you know, I'm researcher, so I have been doing research, you know, and he feel like unsafe now with me, and not to say that psychologically he has been very aggressive to me and whatever, but okay.
I just wanted to remind everyone who don't know you yet, you had a relationship with someone who was a little bit, the relationship was complicated, and it seems that now, you know, through the weeks, and now you decided to kind of separate yourself from one another, and you called each other on the phone.
Yes, no, but the solution that I found, is to call him and tell him a story, you know, not every night, but, you know, from time to time. I mean, a story about whatever. It can be, you know, a nice story, you know, like a baby, you know, things like that.
All right, okay.
So I hope that works. So what do you think about, not this, but in general, I mean, do we have some kind of, I mean, what do you see in all of this?
You mean between you and him, like where the situation is right now and where it's headed, yes? So let's see how things are shifting or not. Let me see. I'm going to pick some cards and see. It's a good thing to sometimes check the vibe. So I think that way is definitely better because it can give you more time to kind of like take things more in a more relaxed way than being in the relationship where it was really intense. So it's a good idea to kind of like go, you know, 1 foot at a time, one step at a time, not 1 foot at a time, one step at a time with the 2 feet. And yes, it could be a good idea to do that. So what you're doing right now is better. It's better that way. So without disconnecting completely, but talking to him and trying to discover him, to discover who he is, it's a better way to do it that way on the phone, talking and start to really discover each other and develop something. I think it's much better this way. It seems that it's a good idea and you could arrive to kind of balance. We're talking about Libra before, the balance. You probably can reach this kind of balance if you do that. It's a very, very good idea, and it will enable you to clear a lot of things that were not clear, if I may say.
No, for me, it would be hard because I just really need to focus on what I can control, because apparently it has been dissipated in many other people. So like that, you cannot get in love with someone, you know. I have been focusing only on him, but apparently, you know, he has been focusing in more than one person, you know. So
yes, but that happens, you know. Some people that are not really stable, they need to focus on different people because they get something from each people, you know, and so altogether it brings some kind of balance. Even if it's not right, and even if you hide things, it's not always great for the other person when they discover, and it always falls on your head, you know, when you do that anyway. It's not really working usually, but it's interesting to understand why, to learn why they did that, you know, and maybe by having this conversation with them, maybe
because of this,
right? So
in his case, in most of the cases, okay,
yes,
I mean, we're talking about sugar daddies. I discovered that,
right?
So
yeah, well, I don't know what to say about that. That's, you know, everyone can decide what they want, if they are okay with it or not. But what I want to say is, it's good to have this conversation and try to discover him more now through these conversations and try to see exactly who he is. And you can see more of you without fighting and without being too crazy. And if everyone's fighting, you can always hang up. But I feel that it's a better way, slowly and slowly, to develop the connection you have with him that way, rather than being with him full time and being actually
Yes.
in a relationship with him.
Yes,
That's
because he
much
said
more
that he
cautious.
wants to do something with me. He wants to, and he cries and he say, I mean, he used to cry and say, I was feeling in love with you, but it's so difficult just to decide whatever, you know? Yes.
Yeah,
so
no, that's not, no, the first reading we had like a long time ago when you connected, it was very much about, you don't owe him everything, you know, if he's, and sometimes people are playing with you as well. Maybe that's his way to play. And, you know, that's how he gets people to be interested in him by, you know, crying like a child, you know? So it's to you as well to ask yourself, why do you do that? Why do you care so much when he starts to, you know, touch your heart and starts to, you know, tell you, oh, I'm sad, I really love you, and still, but still, love is not just about saying it or, you know, being cute or being like, you know, love is very much about what great things are you bringing to me and what are you doing to my heart, you know, on most of the time, you know, if it's great and make me feel happy, yes, it seems to you love me. But if it's a fight all the time and, you know, breaking the plates and you're lying and stuff, you can be like that, like a little animal, you know, and like a little Pomeranian dog, like, you know, still, you know, you just know that it's manipulation, you know? So you have to be careful of yourself, actually. Understanding why do you always fall for that when someone's a little bit, the little cute animal, you know, it's like, oh, why, you know? But this is just a game, you know, a setup. So it's good for you. On the phone, that doesn't work.
Yes, I'm just, you know, picking a story every other day, something like that. It can be about whatever, you know, something interesting, something for child, for, I mean, not necessarily for child, for adults, for, you know, any story, you know, like Cheresada.
Yes, I absolutely understand. But you have to ask yourself why you accepted that as well. And that's going to be probably a big question for 2021. Why do you accepted that from him, you know? And now you have the time to maybe develop and discover the reason why you accepted all that. And now you can, you know, get to first to know everything about him through this connection with the phone, you know, and then still see, so you don't disconnect everything completely, but you can also understand why you've been accepting all that is not really right for you. It's not pleasant. It's not very nice to you. You know, this is not love, you know. If someone is hiding all that from you, they saw themselves before you, you know, it was them first. If you think about it, but then why were you okay with that? So it's a very interesting conversation to have with yourself, you know, and see why. In fact, I will soon interview someone who wrote an amazing book. His name is Merle Yost, and his book is very much about that, about relationships, and I read it and it's fascinating. And so I will soon interview him, and maybe you will watch it if you want, if you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, by the way.
When it will be?
I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but we said we would do this interview, so we're going to do it. It will be anyway available for replay. It's not, maybe it won't be alive. I don't know when I need to see with him, but maybe that would be fun to have some questions at the end. It's very, very interesting book about relationships, and you understand why sometimes you accept certain things for others. And
how is called the book? How is called?
It's called Facing the Truth of Your Life.
Okay, in Amazon, I can find it on Amazon.
Yes, absolutely, you can find it on Amazon.
Okay.
And the interesting part is that I met him in Mexico, this writer. I met him here in Mexico. I didn't know he was a writer. And then he had this amazing book, and he said, read my book. And the book was absolutely fascinating, very, very interesting. That's why I want to interview him as well. And I would like everyone to be able to share, to get that, to read the book. Very, very interesting.
So did he write the book originally in Spanish?
No, he wrote it in, he wrote it originally in English. He's American.
Okay.
Yeah, it's completely in English. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I met him in Mexico because he was writing the book. As an American, he was coming here and writing his book, you know, like watching the ocean and writing a book. That's what sometimes people do. And then they go back to America, you know, just to be chill and write. You know, a lot of people do that. Yeah, here. Now, especially here in Puerto Vallarta, people come here, write the book, and then they go back to the normal life. All right. Well, it's great to see you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here. And I want to see a little bit what's happening on the Facebook, because there's a lot of messages and it's typing. And so I want to make sure I don't leave anyone alone without me responding before the end of the show. We're going a little bit over time today, but I promise I will answer all the questions. So Arnold Justice is asking a question, but I think you asked me a question last week. So my friend told me about you, need a career read and know if it's time to leave job. Also, will I find my next relationship here or if I move to another state. So I'm going to answer one question now. So you need a career read, know if it's time to leave my job. Arnold Justice is asking us on YouTube. So let's see what the card are saying about, you know, should you leave your job right now? So let's see the job. Let's see what's happening. No, I feel that it's not the time. It's not, the time has not arrived yet. It is not the time to go away, you know, and to try to look for something else. It will happen later, but now is not the right time to leave your career. You need to stay in there a little bit more because of the market. The work market right now is not really open to you. You're going to have to wait more when things are more favorable. And I think that should be, I have to say when the world recovered a little more. And I guess, you know, everyone could tell you that, but it feels that for your work, you have to wait for things for the world to have reached a better balance. And right now, this is not the right moment for you for the line of work you're doing. You need to wait a little more. And I would say in the middle of the year, middle of 2021, it could be, let me count, Janvier, Février, Mars, Avril, May, kind of May, things like that. Middle of next year would be better. Maybe you want to carry on for another 6 months, or when the market will be more favorable and the world will be a little more clear, you know. And for you, it seems to be May, middle of next year. So 6-7 months, you should stay in there. And I will respond to the question about relationship next week. That's why you need to subscribe to my channel. I come back next Sunday because it's one question each. Let me see what else is happening. Okay, there we are, friend of Milton. And now I think that's it. I responded to all the questions. Jan, did you want a question for the ride or before leaving us and having fun with this beautiful man you're hanging out with?
He is very beautiful.
All right, so we're very happy for you. Do you have any question, or I'll just let you play with this hot man you found?
I don't want to ask something. I
Tell me.
I asked about my son. Can I ask about my son?
Yes, you can.
I'll ask my son. We've been not getting along, so I want to see if we get along better.
All right, let me see why. You know what? I want just to pick a crystal card and see what is the advice of the cards. What do I want to tell us about this relationship you have with your son? And just see if there is one advice about it. What do they want to tell us? Empowerment. That's interesting. Maybe you need to realize that he's growing up. I think that's why we have the empowerment, you know, and that he has a right to think for himself sometimes, you know, and have his own opinion on things. And it's a good thing because that's what will make him powerful in the future. So it's okay if sometimes, you know, he's like, you know, let me do what I want. What's your star sign, by the way? What is your star sign?
It's Aquarius.
Are you Aquarius? Okay, you are in the age of Aquarius, which is great. You know, it's a very free sign and it's a good sign. It's good to be Aquarius in the next 1,000 years. So you should be fine for now. And yeah, it's like that. So I think so. Unless you live over more than 1,000 years, but I might not. And then, so it's very much about that, this empowerment kind of thing, you know. So you have to let him grow, you know. And if sometimes he's just telling you things that you disagree with, it's good as well, because in the world, in the real world, you most of the time don't agree with what people do, what people say, and you have to open your mouth and just tell them no. So it's good that he can practice a little bit with you sometimes, even if he disagrees with you. That's how it works. That's what parents are here for as well. You know, you disagree with them sometimes and they say yes or no. Sometimes you agree with them because it's true. Sometimes children are right, you know, sometimes they are wrong, and you are here to say, you know what, shut up, go to bed, and thank you, goodbye. But sometimes they have their points, and it's the same in the world. So it's very important, you know, these arguments you might have with them, with him, is a good thing, because, you know, you're developing this power that it will have over the world, you know. So it's good. It's not a bad thing, you know. It's a good thing. It shows he has power. So you have to deal with it for now, you know, and then he will deal with the world with this big power.
Okay.
All right. It's not bad. Absolutely. And then Baptiste from Geneva, by the way. No, I don't forget you, Baptiste. I just didn't see your question. So now I'm scrolling back in, and now I have it here. I have your question. You are in Switzerland, and you know, how could I forget one of my favorite country in the world, Switzerland. So let me see. I mean, I'm not chasing anything, having a lot of work, but why not asking the question? Because I trust you. But where is the question? Oh, love. Okay, you ask me about love. What is going on with you, Baptiste? So let me see, just 3 little quick cards and see what is happening for you. And actually, there was another message that I forgot. So let me respond to Baptiste. Let's see in love what's happening for you, past, present, future. Let's see a little bit. Past, present, future. There's not a lot of love around you, I feel, Baptiste, at the moment. I see it's not really happening. It could be better. I mean, I know, of course, this is pandemia in the world, so people are not having as much fun as they were having before, and everybody's a bit upset. But for you, I see a bit of sadness, It feels like you should not stay alone too long, or you should change the situation. It's going to be important for you to... you have to have people coming in and be with you. I see you a bit lonely, I see something like that about you. I see you a bit alone, sad. It's important that you let, make room for love to come to you, if I may say, because I don't see a lot of it in close to you. I don't see a lot of love around you. So, and it's very, very important for you to have that. So that's what I would say. Let the love come into your home, if I may say. I don't see a lot of that happening right now, but let it come to you. It can be also friendships, friends. It's very important for you. So it's important you remember you have a heart, and you have to satisfy it, and have good feelings and people being with you. So yes, I don't feel that this is a highlight of the year for you. I see you a little bit alone. That's what I would say. So bring in some friends, or if there's a good friend who wants to be with you, bring them in, maybe staying with you for a little bit. You need this, this good connection, this friendship, love. It's very important for you. So yes, let in a friend of yours who might want to come in living with you. That would be good for you, and bring you a kind of a emotional connection with the world, because you don't have that right now. That's my answer to you, Baptiste. And then we have the last question. last for Vandana, who's actually watching us on YouTube, and she subscribed to my channel. Vandana, thank you. It's great to have you with us. And you want a card and see if V is going to contact you. So let me see if V is going to contact you, Vandana. Let me pick a card. Yes, no outcome. I feel that they want to contact you, but their family doesn't want them to contact you, but they still will, because they will say, you know what, I'm still going to contact Vandana. This is your name. So yes, I feel this person is going to contact you, but it's hard for them to do so because of the pressure of their family. But they want to very much. They would do anything to contact you. I really feel that way, but they can't right now, but they will be able to do so. So cheer up. I feel there will be a connection between you and this person. Once again, thank you for watching. There's Bianca Garza who say hi. We're getting at the end of the show. Thank you very much for watching. I'm here every Sunday at noon. Oh, okay, you're asking me a last question. Bianca is the last one. So how will this month look? How will this month look like for my husband and I regarding our fertility journey? So because this is a bit of a medical question, I just wanted to say, of course, ask your doctor, but I will see what the card want to say about that. Yes, this month, and see this fertility journey that you are taking with your husband and basically trying to have kids. Let's see. You're here, he's here. Let's see for the last question. I think it's going to work. I think this month is a good thing, but you want to make sure that you really talk about it and you're on the same page. You and your husband have to really be on the same page. It seems that you are doing all the work on your side. He needs to be part of it as well, and to maybe do a little more about it, if I may say. Eventually, I feel that it's going to work out. I feel that what you're doing together is working, but it's very important to reconnect on this journey that you are doing together, not just you, doing everything yourself. He needs to be part of it. I feel he's not involved enough in it. But if he is, and even if he isn't, I feel it's going to work out. But it's very important that he accompanies you in everything, in the whole process. And I feel sometimes he's not as involved as you are. He needs to put more of himself in it and be next to you while you're doing the exams and everything that you're supposed to do. He needs to be more involved in it, but I feel that it's going to happen. I feel that it's going to work out. I do feel that this fertility thing you're doing, I think it's going to work out. I think you will have a baby. I feel that way very much. And I feel it's likely to be a girl, by the way, when you will have the baby. I feel it's going to be a girl, I feel. Yes, that's what I'm sensing for now. But your husband needs to be a little more in the process and be more with you in it. I feel that is not enough in it with you. You are doing all the work, if I may say. Well, I mean, if you're pregnant, you will do all the work yourself. But still, for now, preparing everything, he needs to give you more, to be more with you. I hope I was able to answer your question, to answer everyone's question. Every Sunday we have more people watching, and that's really exciting. I do encourage everyone to subscribe on YouTube, and you can always go here on theworldsmedium.com/live shows and see what are all the shows that we're doing. Sunday now, noon LA time. Then we have also on Wednesday, there's a show in French for the people who speak French in Europe at 7 p.m. Paris time. So if you're in Europe or in Canada, in Montreal, and you speak French and English, you can also connect with this other show on Wednesday, which is fun, different people, it's French, and it's a different vibe, different questions. And also now there will be a Monday, not this Monday, the following Monday, a new show called Talk to Spirits, where we are going to reconnect with dead people and spirits and see what's happening in the other dimension, do more mediumship. And you can also bring pictures, photos, and we can see a little bit how we can reconnect with everyone. And it was great to see you today. And I will see you next Sunday. Have a wonderful week. And thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you.